Hey everyone, I'm Tom Moore from FFSLures and welcome back to FFSLures TV. Join me for the next hour where we'll be making lures live in the Lure Lab. So, stay tuned. Okay, so here we are again. Okay, so it's been a week. Wow, what a week. That went really fast. So, welcome back. What we got today, we are going to look quickly at the Z-Man versus FFS. They've been together now for 3 weeks. It's not good, it's not good. But, what do we have? What else? It's going to be another classic colour. I realised the other day when I was fishing and I saw on one of the pike that I caught a leech, and it's just a perfect example of what colour little critters are in the water. So we're going to be making a new colour. And then after that we're going to be doing something a little bit special. Not something special, but something a bit special. I've just got the urge to make a lure, and I'm going to make it in the inbeat and I'm going to give it away. So stay tuned for that. Okay, so without further ado, let's get into the old lure compatibility test. I'll show you them all. They're all okay, but I'll show you them all anyway. Right then, so as we can see, the Keytech and the Beetle Claw, no problem whatsoever. Been in together for 3 weeks now, no issues. Lunker City, so there's the Lunker City, no worries there, hasn't bled, nothing's bled on either of them. The Zoom, so if you've got any Zoom plastics, been in together with the FFS tube, again, not a problem. What we got? Fox up next. Again, some people worry about the trues bleeding, so I put it next to a Fox micro fry. No bleed, no issues. Eco Gear grass minnow and the fry. Nothing at all. So all these lures are pretty good together. And now we're on to Z-Man. Right, I'm not going to take it out of the package, but you can see, hopefully you can see that, the FFS is now a micro FFS. It's not quite the way we wanted to do it, but we got there with that one. The FFS is rock solid. The Z-Man is also pretty solid now. Bit of stretch to it, but it's not behaving very nice. So I think that's the end of the compatibility test. I think we can safely say that the majority of lures out there are fine, but the Z-Man and anything else using the TP sort of plastic doesn't mix. Okay, so who's in? Who's here? Right. Okay, so we've got Paul's here, Christopher's here, he's out fishing at the moment. Sean's in, yep, I had a great week, thank you. Hey James, how you doing? John's in, Bradley's in. Great, yeah. Try and stick around for your tea break, that would be great. Tiago, good to see you, always in here. Si, good morning. Just seen your order, thank you very much. And Andrew, good morning to you. Okay, so what's the first colour going to be? It's going to be this. That's it. It's going to be this one. Okay, so what I noticed is that the majority of things that in the water are brown. So this is where green pumpkin comes into its own. And rather than try and get all complicated, just going to go with a straight up green pumpkin. It's going to be on the website in the next few days, so let's get it made. Okay, who else got? Sammy's just come in, Ernie is just come in. Good to see you guys. Okay, so I've already shaken up the plastisol. Plastisol I'm using, as always, is from Lure Factors, and it's just a great plastisol. Try and find somewhere for that. That'll go there for the time being. Move the coffee out of the way. Not as panicky as before, but we still want to be good. Colour-wise, I'm going to be using Lureworks 156. It's a brown green pumpkin. So you can see that in there. And I've just added an extra label just in case I forget. Okay, so I'm not going to go too heavy. So I'm going to do like a standard mix that I'll do for a normal green pumpkin. It's 200 ml. So we'll add one ml of colourant in there right now. Don't need to agitate this one too much. That'll just go quite nicely in there like that. Just move that camera for you a little bit. There you go. Okay. Who's in? Oh, we got Ian and we got Justin. Justin in. Justin, we're making, first off, we're going to be making a green pumpkin, which is weird because it's quite brown. Purely because we believe, well, I've looking at one of the pike I caught, saw some leeches on it, looked at the colour of them, and thought, well, that's why green pumpkin just works. So that's what we're going to make today. So if you're just joining in, Paul, you're just joining in, we're going to be making some green pumpkin, and we're going to make that in the super finesse worm. So I'll just prep that now, and we'll get that done. Because we're looking at the green pumpkin to replicate a little critter, so what better than the super finesse worm to be a bit leechy. Okay, so for those that haven't seen it, there's the super finesse worm mould. Not sure if that's going to come out. So just a 3-inch worm. That's had its first bit, 200 ml, so it's going to take a few minutes. Oh, so how has everyone been? What have you been up to? I know that Christopher, you said you were out fishing. I haven't been this week. I was meant to. Normally I'll go on a Wednesday afternoon, be an ex-military, it's sports afternoon. Never do any work, it's great. But we've had a big old revamp in the workshop, moved a lot of stuff, got a lot of stuff down to the rubbish dump. Well, it's in the back of the car. You have to put the car in now to go down the rubbish dump. What else? Oh, lots of plans. So many plans, all in my head. Cheers, Bradley. Catch us up on either the Facebook page or over on YouTube. Should get it done tomorrow or Friday at the latest. Ian's been blanking on the canal. I don't do well on canals, not going to lie to you. Not my favourite venue, but I don't fish them very often. Okay, so that's had 2 minutes and it's still quite liquid. So we go for another 1 minute 30. I'm try and creep up on the colour itself. Yeah, so didn't go fishing. Went fishing last at the weekend. Had a rod. Well, I think it's either a rudd or a roach rudd hybrid. But yeah, it was fairly hooked in the mouth. Fought pretty well actually. It was maybe about £1.5 pounds. So that was nice. A few perch, up to about £1 maybe. Nothing big, but fishing local and really trying to find out what my local river, which I can walk to, it's only like 10 minutes down the road, what it holds. And I know it holds some big fish. I've had £3 fish out of it, £3 perch, but I can't find them, haven't found them yet. So hopefully we'll find them soon. Oh, Paul, you've been out dead baiting. Don't hold it against you, it's okay. Oh, it'd be great to see you out with Abby. If you can make some more videos, that'd be awesome, Paul. That'd be brilliant. Oh, John, you blanked on the cut. It's tough up there, isn't it? I'm glad I don't live right up there where your perch seem to hibernate, and that's about it. Okay, so we got 8 seconds left on there. It's going to be a simple colour because it is a simple colour. It is brown with black flake. It's all it's going to be. So we've got that one. Let's see how this is doing now. Okay, so for those of you that want to get into this, no, I'm not wearing a respirator. It'd be a bit difficult to talk to you, but I do have some very powerful extractor fans going. I've got my long sleeves on, I've got my shoes on, I've got my long trousers on, because it really does hurt when it burns you. Okay, so that way. Tiago, what are my plans for the close season? Oh, don't know if I should say. Close season for me is difficult because there's not really anywhere to fish. Unfortunately, the drains are closed. You can see there we're just shy of 350. Yeah, with the drains, with the closed season, thought I might have found a canalised system, but it's actually still an old course of a river, so that falls under the closed season as well. So my closed season is going to be, I might get a new boat. Don't tell Lisa. Might get a new boat. So actually the closed season would be sorting that out, decking it. I've got my eye on a nice little 12-foot boat. Finesse, that's my boat that I've got at the moment, is a big 245. But I will keep that. But I'm going to strip it out. I'm going to strip it bare, so I can just chuck it in the back of the truck, drive to the local river, throw it down the bank, electric trolley motor, go fishing. Nice and easy, nice, simple, close to home sort of affair. Okay. John's not doing well. Not even a cucumber. I mean, if you can't catch a cucumber at this time of year, your fishing's not on point, is it? Right. Who else has come in? Oh, Wayne's just come in. How are you getting on? Saw your little custom colours you did for someone else. Looks great. Looks awesome. Side, do I fish the bypass stretch near me? No, not much. Not much. I used to. When I first moved here. That was my go and walk there. Nice and easy. And it did have some good fish in there. Unfortunately, you might have seen on the Facebook group last close season, it was netted heavily just upstream. Lots of incidents, unfortunately, of illegal fishing, fish removal, natural predation. No, it's not too bad. It's not too bad here. Touch wood, we don't really get the cormorants because it's so in town. And okay, so we're just going to look there. I think that needs a little bit more large black flake. It might need both. Yeah, and unfortunately, I'm not going to say, but there's been a lot of people magnet fishing, so all the snags that were in there are now gone. It was really like a little aquarium, that stretch. You can actually go down and see the perch down there, and I think that was the problem. You can see them. There was a guy that was actually live baiting using perch that he caught from that spot, and he was keen. He actually, he told me he was down there every day live baiting for pike using perch. So I think that kind of decimated that swim. It's a shame. It's a shame, but they're either not there because of that, or they're not there in spite of that. We'll go down during the summer, see what happens. Okay, so we've put quite a bit of flake in there. So we're going to chuck it in a degasser for a little bit. I can't just do the super finesse worm, so let's rig up some krakens. I think krakens, yeah, maybe even beetle claw. Just do them all. Okay. So there's a beetle claw. Now we do a thang as well. If we got enough, we'll do a beaver bug. Yeah, let's get it done. Might as well make them now to photograph later. That's that. Not you. Not you. We might do you. Might do you after. Okay, so nice, easy, simple colour just to get us in the flow. How's that looking? Now that's bubbling away. Yes, it's it just is what it is. It is what it is. It's like all fishing spots, they're good until they're not. I've had some cracking fish from there, but not in the last year or two. Right, that's all bubbled up. Bit of coffee. How are we looking? So yeah, I'll do some krakens. Thank you for your last order. Really appreciate it. Hopefully you'll get those today. Right. So after this one, what am I going to do? I'm in a mind just to make something. It's not going to go on a website, but it will go to you guys after this. So stick around for that, because the first few people to comment, I'll send a packet of lures out to you, free of charge, no worries. So stick around for that. Obviously, if you're watching this later on YouTube, sorry, been and done. Okay. Now let's have a better look at that one. Okay. So that's that. Let's give it a better shot. Okay, so I'm actually quite happy with that. That'll do for a green pumpkin brown. Let's get it done. So as always, if you do watch other people making lures on YouTube or on Facebook or anywhere else, a lot of people suck up with the injector. I actually prefer to pour in, because then I know I'm not sucking up any air, and you don't have to keep bubbling the injector or burping it, as it's known. There we go. Right. So, just get it to the point. There we go. Super finesse worm, done. It said, let's do the Kraken first, because it's all a bit cold. That's the Kraken. You might get a beetle claw. Yeah, we got the beetle claw. It's going a bit solid. Okay, we got a thing. We're not going to get the beaver bug, but I think we might not get the thing. Everything's a bit cold. Everything's still cold. I didn't warm it up as usual. Why make things easy for yourself? There we go. Oh wow, John's just saying all the predators that they've got up there. So you've got the goosanders, cormorants, mink, otter. Yeah, that's going to be hard. That's definitely going to take an effect on your fishing for sure. Right. So put you over there. Put you back there. Do that one, do that one. Okay. Right then. So there is the super finesse worm. Let me just get some of the... I think that's come out quite nice. It's shown up a bit darker on there just because my hand's behind it. Yeah, that'll do in the super finesse worm. Let's see how the beetle claw turned out. Definitely got this one. I know this one worked out good. It's just a nice, natural brown. So when would I throw this? Going to throw it in the clear water. That still has quite a good silhouette on it, so you could throw that in stained water, sort of with that greeny tinge just going on to coloured. So you've still got that option. Sammy, here's your Kraken that you wanted. There we go. Bit too much light coming down. Got a new light fixture here to make it all a bit better. So there, bring it back, bring it back, bring it back. There we go. Okay, and we'll have a look at the thang, see if it did. It may or may not, we'll see. Oh, it did. Cool. Just get the rods out of the way. And there it is. Nice, natural, simple, but sometimes simple is best. Yeah, we got a little bit of an air bubble in that one. I thought it would. That's okay, because we can just remelt it and do it again. So, how are we doing? James saw your first otter in the wild. It's a good goose. Wow. Wow, that's crazy. That's crazy. I fished with an otter. He was in my swim, and quite aggressive actually. You can see the bubbles when they swim under. That you can see the bubble trail, and kept popping up where I was fishing, and barking at me. I did win, you know. From the fish, he had one fish, I had about 5. So yeah, I don't see a big problem. Morning, Nick. How are you? It's good. We're doing good. We've just done. Nick, you just joined us. We've just done green pumpkin, straight green pumpkin with black flake. That's going to go live on the website. Just a great classic colour. No twists, no laminate, just a nice classic colour. So if you like the colours, let me know. Let me know what you think, and a bit of feedback's always good. Who else has just come in? Oh, we got Darren. Yeah, I'm much more of a dark water kind of guy in coloured water. I only really throw bright colours. Sort of your chartreuse, your lime trues, your the trues. If I'm targeting Xander, that's the only real time I throw them. So my lure selection, or my colour selection, shall I say, is very simple. So in my bag now I've got Get Bit, the Gonk, Something Special, Contusion, about to dump a load of June Bug in there. Yeah, so that's nice and easy. Oh, John, how you doing? Good to see you in. Steve, welcome. Right, so what we're going to do next? Oh, what we're going to do next? I don't know. I've got a mind just to make something. Just make something. But here's the deal. So whatever I make, I'm going to make it in IMBY. Don't know why I've just picked that up. I'm going to make it in IMBY. And because I've got 30 cavities in the IMBY, I'm going to give 5 packets of 5 away to you guys. Not yet, but once it's made, and I say, in fact, I'll put a comment on to say go, and then the first 5 people to say yes please, it's got to be polite, got to have some decorum. First 5 people say yes please, I'll send you a pack. So hopefully whatever I make won't suck. What am I going to make? What should I make? I've got too much choice. It's going to be a laminate. I've got yeah. I'm drawn. I really want to do a colour that I love, and it's a great clear water colour. But I've done it before. I want to do something a bit new. So tell you what, let's just go and do, let's heat this up. I'm not going to use any pearls, so I don't need to put anything in yet. We'll just heat these up. There's 100 ml in each jug. That's more than enough to do an IMBY. This is tricky. This is really tricky. I should have thought about this. I should have thought about this a little bit more. Go with what do you think? Firefly Black Flake. I just made that for someone. I think if he's here, I can't remember if he's here, but yeah, I just made that the other day. Firefly and Black. It's a great colour. But that's not what I want to do. Man. Do a rainbow colour. Rainbow trout colour, sorry. Rainbow trout colour. Man, if only I had a triple injector right now, that would be awesome. Because you really want a nice pink line down the middle. So, Yeah, but no. Oh, sure. Yeah, I got that. Very leechy. Also correct. Man, I can't get away from natural colours. I love natural colours. Let's. But I don't want to go too crazy. And yeah. Yeah. Maybe. I've got new colours, you see. I've got a few new ones that haven't seen the light of day. Oh, there we go. There we go. Okay. So, we're going to do a sand and a pumpkin watermelon. I think. Wow. Too much choice. This is why I only take three colours with me when I go fishing. Too much choice, I can't decide. White with pink sparkles and green sparkles. See, that's an idea that I've had. Sort of a get bit, but different. You can have a whole get bit series of the same sort of colours, but change the colours, but on the same base. So yeah, I've had that idea. Andrew, you just said Morning Dawn. That's the one I really want to make, because I love the colour. It's a nice little. It's a perverse colour for me. We run out of time. I can't do these for another just 10 seconds each. Brown trout. That's a bit like a green pumpkin with a clear base with black and red. I don't know. It's so difficult. Ernie, like kiss simple, yeah, keep it simple, stupid. Yeah, my favourite flights were pheasant tail nymph. Weighted obviously. So simple. Had that bit of maroon. I used to put a bit of maroon in it as well. I can't procrastinate in the microwaves anymore. I've got to make a decision. Okay, so there's a Morning Dawn. There's two people said Morning Dawn. I thought Morning Dawn. Let's do Morning Dawn. Come on, let's do it. That'll do. Okay. So, what shall we do the Morning Dawn with? Funny enough, there's a colourant for Morning Dawn. But I'm going to do it with Florida Grape. So another colourant there, Florida Grape. I feel like such a washout, but no. Come on, let's do it. It's going to be, by the time you guys get to fish these, it's going to be one of those colours which just really works well. So just get that mixed up a little bit. And Morning Dawn, no flake. No flake. Don't want no flake in no Morning Dawn. Just as it is. Right. Try and get my head round how much I'm going to do. How much am I going to do in each? There we go. There we go. Right. Let's start off small and build up to it. Let's start small. Okay, there's the red sky in the morning. Now, as you can see, that's not enough. It's not enough. Not much more grape, I don't think. Not much more grape. So if you're just tuning in, you just arrived, I'm making just an offhand morning dawn, and I'm going to make it in Yimby. And once it's made, and I type go, and send go, and you see go, the first 5 people to say yes please, we'll get it sent out to them. So smidge more. So you see what I'm doing, I'm trying to get the palette right. So I'm happy with, there we go. That's quite nice. We like that. That'll do. Right. I love Morning Dawn colour. I don't know. I made it a while ago, but I just never did it as a main colour. Yeah, really do like it. Really do like it. Let's have a look. Oh, we've got Jimmy all the way from Belgium. How you doing, mate? Good to see you. Good chatting to you last night. Good to see that you're doing well. Send my love to Els. Get well soon. Yeah, the refraction of light and colours down in the water, as Andrew's saying, is so different to what we think. I mean, red turns black. There's this whole thing about red is the first colour to disappear. It is, but it doesn't actually go invisible. It just gets darker until it goes black. Really interesting sort of stuff. That's why I think purple, like June bug confusion, works so well in a lot of water conditions. I think as well, anything with UV at that depth helps as well. Okay, so these are going to be a tad too warm to shoot. Let's see where we got them up to. Yeah, we're up to 380, so that's definitely reached the 350 mark. Yeah, that's right, Neil. Yeah, it's, but again, remember the fishing line that they all said it was red, and therefore it disappeared. It was invisible underwater. That just meant that red wasn't visible. But when you look at red, yeah, it just turns black. Hey Nick, good to see you. Hopefully the shopping didn't destroy you. What have you missed? Well, we made green pumpkin. So yeah, for anyone that's just joined us, so we've already made green pumpkin to match the natural fodder that's going to be coming out to play in the rivers. So if you're just joining, there we go. That will be on the website in a couple of days. I just need to make them, probably do them at the back of today's orders. And now we're doing the Morning Dawn, which is just a great colour, and why not make it? Why not make it? Okay, so while we're waiting, okay, there we go. There we go. Just wait for that to come down to about 320. Questions from Jordan. I don't know if he's here, but if he catches up on let's have a look. I just got a message from Greece, from Ben, one of the customers, but fishing is banned over there, unfortunately, for Corona. So hopefully we'll get out soon. Let's have a look where we are then. So, one question that I got was, if I can find it. Can't find it. Let's go on. It was basically from Jordan, and he wanted to know how I would tackle a new venue for bigger fish. And let's face it, the logos are perch, so I'm going to talk about perch, and because I mostly fish the rivers, we missed it. Oh. How would I tackle a new river? First off, you've got to do your research. So if you're looking for the big fish, you've got to use Google Maps. Google Maps, have a look at overhead. So one of the rivers I've really wanted to fish for a long time near me, used to drive over it when I used to travel up north. Looked so good. So I Google mapped it, looked at where I was going to park for start, access, everything like that. You need to work out. Also, are you allowed to fish it? That's the big thing. And then when you get there, and I'm looking for where the bends are. I'm looking, even on satellite images, you can see they're normally taken in the summertime, and you can see when they're taken, so you can see the weed growth, the normal weed growth, so you know where that is. But if I get to a venue, I'm looking for features on a river. Always going to be looking for features. The first one is going to be bends. So I want to be where the fish are going to be congregating. So I'm looking for a bend because I want to be fishing my lure in the crease. So if I can, I want to be on the inside of the bend and casting downstream. Now if it's got a decent flow, I'd like to use a lightweight so that I can cast into the flow, and then on a tight line, that lure is going to swing into the crease. It's a technique that I used to do for a lot of my chub fishing before I got into lure fishing. And you're basically just sending it to the fish. And if you don't get anything in that first spot, so work your way down. So start near, so then work your way down. If you don't get anything there, cast out again, a bit further, let it swing in. They should be on that crease somewhere. If there's not a lot of flow, that's a bit more difficult, but you just got to be more accurate with your cast. But if there's not a lot of flow, they might just be in that slightly faster water. So that's how what I'd first look for. Next thing I'm going to be doing, and this can go towards canals and everything else. Canals and small rivers, I do catch a lot of fish in the main flow because they're not deep. So don't negate that, but your positioning of how to fish them. So again, if you can get yourself on somewhere which actually puts your cast into the, so you're actually fishing along the shelf rather than bringing yourself up over it all the time. I find that fishing along a shelf or along a trench is much better because it's more natural movement of where the fish are going to be. So that's another thing. And then I'm going to look for snags. I see so many posts on Facebook about people. I don't. It sounds terrible. Magnet fishing. Yes, they're taking a lot of stuff out of the water, but they're also taking away habitat. So if there's a shopping trolley, I'd rather it, if it's been there a long time, leave it. Leave it. It's going to be habitat for so many things in that system. And then I'll fish around it. So yeah, you might lose a few lures, but you're fishing where fish live. Throwing into overhanging vegetation. You know, fish up a weedless rig, peg a Texas weight. Just don't be afraid to throw lures into spots. Underneath mats, so just on the edge of a mat of weed or surface debris or rafts, throw into it. You know, if it goes through, it goes through. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Either go heavier or that. But all of my big perch and that one that I caught at 48 centimetres last year, or just the end of 2019, was on a bend, tight up against structure. And yeah, that's how I do it. What lures? I'm going to start with something that, if I'm actually, let's stop waffling and let's see how this looks. Okay. Now, that colour's not doing it justice. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to come up to you guys up here, take the light off me. Hopefully you'll see a little bit better. There we go. Oh, too close, extreme close up. Okay, so what I can see and what you can see is going to be slightly different. If I hold up to the light, it looks fantastic. So, what do we do now? So, not yet. So for people that have just joined, if you want, I'm going to give away 5 packets of 5 of these to the first 5 people that send yes please as soon as I send my comment. And it's going to be now. So first 5 people say yes please, and I'll get some of these sent out to you. Oh, that's just a great colour. That's just a great colour. Okay, so who wasn't? Who already had it typed out, yes please? And then just press send. You sneaky, sneaky people. So let's see, first 5. First 5 were Matt, yes, you're going to get it. George, Cy, James, and let's make sure 1, 2, 3, 4, and Nick. There you go. You 5 guys, congratulations. I'll send me a private message. Probably send it to my private account, Tom Moyer account. Send me your address. I've probably got it in the system somewhere from orders, but send me your address and I'll get them sent out to you. No postage, no nothing. You know, it's just appreciation from you guys. And the INB in, wow, Morning Dawn. That's got to go on the website, hasn't it? Not this week. Not this week. but we'll do it. We'll do it. Has to go on. Okay, so where were we? Fishing. Fishing new areas. Sorry, I keep messing up the microphone. Fishing new areas. Look for snags. What baits? What baits would I use? First off, I'm going to throw a beetle brill. It's a great search bait. I'm going to throw it and just work the bottom. Just work the bottom. It's a great lure for that. Versatile as well. And I'm probably going to throw it at this time of year. I'm going to throw it in that green pumpkin, or one of the other dark colours, sort of like your electric green pumpkin, or something special, or confusion. That's what I'm going to throw it in, and I'm just going to creep it along. What else do I look for? New water. New water. So where water meets water, often you're going to find fish there. So if I can find a little outlet, one of the places near me, I was fishing, I just came across it, and the incoming water was dirtier than the water coming in. And that transition between the cloudy water and the clear water, I had two 2-pound perch in 2 casts, just because I fished just into the cloudy water. So they're there ambushing, looking out as the water was coming in, smashed it straight away. Maybe it was even one pop off the bottom, and the fish were on. And that was 2 in 2 casts. That was great. That was really fun. So hopefully, Jordan, that answered your question of how I would tackle a new water. Google Maps, find the features, throw into them, and that's it. That's it. That's how I tackle it. I catch a few sometimes, but no, that's that. So, sorry guys. So all those of you that missed out on the yes please, I'm sorry. But we'll try and get that done at some point as well. So not much else to say, unless anyone's got any comments or questions. We're going to sign off. So all that really leads. It's as they came through. So what I'll do, I will screenshot how it came up, because I don't want people fighting. Don't need people fighting. Let's have a look. Right, so first was Matt. Don't need. Let's have a look. So it's Matt, George McKenzie, Side Down, James Dobie. So, so maybe just for those that are saying that they came up first, that's how it came through. And that's where it is. So, enough about that. That's all been awesome. So, if there's no more questions, I need to get back to work, because I've got lots to do. I've got about 500 lures to make, post them out tomorrow for you guys. So, if you haven't already, please, talking to myself. If you haven't already, please, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Got loads of people on the Facebook group, 2,000 plus members, lots of people like the Facebook page. Let's try and get the subscribers up to 1,000 on the YouTube channel, purely so I can use it to go out fishing and take you guys with me. Off the boat, off the bank. I think a few boat videos would be awesome. So, nothing more to say except thank you very much. See you next week, and tight lines, everyone. Ta-da.